Yes. This is it. Another great episode from GreatMinds. As usual, I'm JW, and I'll be hosting today's episode. So this time we're looking at Gameweek 12. Of course, it is literally one day into it.
Yeah.
That is Saturday. And we decided to do this podcast today because we had a lot.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to do a midweek podcast, but we're like, no, you know what? Let's jump. So we're doing this such that we have a segment of Sunday in the upcoming game week, given the fact that we have several content. So I hope you've had a lovely week. We had a very lengthy break, including international games within that same period. And today we are going to be focusing on of course, the results for yesterday. I will look at, of course, the favorite game. I don't know if Liverpool is still in Nottingham Forest. Probably they lost their driver and they're still taking them that side. Then, of course, we'll be looking at our local scene, and we are going to look at our under-17 champions performed. Yes, they're not champions, but at least they did something.
Yes.
And of course, with their corresponding match analysis and statuses. Then we'll look at the playoffs for World Cup. And then our main interest there will be focusing on Eric Voodoo.
Yes.
And its role in football. Or that was just an excuse. Of course, we will go back to our international scene and then look at Italy, specifically as why Italy specifically is Africans. We don't want to be undermined anymore. Do you want to know why someone will wake up and just say whatever they want to say? Because it is Africa and football. And then, of course, we'll look at our key players. We'll focus on Paloma.
Yes.
And how he doesn't know the value for money among the parts that he has on his body. Reckless. We look at Thiago. We thought was something, but seems like he's becoming strange. And of course, Yamin Yamal and his comments. And of course, we'll bring in Elisa at one moment to justify his comments. And then, of course, we'll look into our segment of our fantasy teams. Our predictions, and then of course we'll look into our conclusion. But within our fantasy team, we'll just discuss of a newcomer within our league, within our Namafundu league, and then we see if he has an impact based on his words that he said. All right, so our dear viewers, our listeners, I want us to jump in through, and like I said in the beginning, I'm JW. And I've walked that through, and of course, again, we are missing our third podcaster. And so we don't know if this should be the third strike. Or maybe we'll get from what our viewers are saying, and then be able to judge from that. So at Double Risk, over to you for your opening remarks and how your week has been so far.
Yes, so far the week has been busy, but okay. A lot is going on. We are flooding here in Kampala. I think the government is doing something on it. Again, there's out of campaign everywhere you go. But we shall always be here to get you the latest news, because in football and in tech, there's always something to break down. And once something goes down, we shall be here to introduce it to you and give you our views and our perspectives on what we think, on what's going on. Any chance we get to talk about tech and football, we are always glad to take that chance, and that's why we are here. So let's have fun, and please listen, and let's get into it.
Exactly. So that is, but Double S, your mood is still low. Is it because your robot didn't score anything?
It's not only the cyborg. I mean, a lot of players in my team didn't perform well. I don't know why. I was excited. You know, we are back. It's been too long. It feels like a year. No Premier League. So in my fantasy, I set up everything. Everything is looking good. I'm expecting to get triple digit figures. And on my surprise, I am below average.
Yeah, so you're not seeing like a trend usually. I think it's the same thing that usually when we go for holidays, remember those days when we were in school?
Yeah.
You go for holidays, and by the time you go back to school, there's that so-called beginning of term, etc. And really the tone is so low.
Yes.
Is it the same case that is happening to these players, or the fact that these are professional?
Of course, as professionals, you should be able to take on any game at any time. But I think maybe from the international break, they come back tired. I don't know if they get day offs, because in their teams they get day offs. Like maybe if the game was today, the next day you don't train, so you get a day off. So maybe when they go for international break, they have to work throughout.
But
each and every day.
They eat anything that they want to eat.
That could be another cause.
They get so excited. They remember they are back home.
They are like heroes.
Yeah, they are like heroes and the like. So you think it's the impact of our results here?
That could be another thing to put into account. Maybe when they go for international break, even the staff is saying, these are our heroes. They have come to represent us.
Like, they lose it. They're like, football is no longer a thing for them.
You want, sleep at any time you want, do anything you want. But for the team, like the professional ones, it is business.
It is business.
There's no one is praising you. You have to do your job, and then you get paid.
So away from that, at Davares, we want to look at so far what is transpiring in game week 12. And I mean, to my surprise, I don't know what to say to surprise. Well, you've been seeing how Nottingham Forest has been playing.
Yes.
And the fact that their coach was fired.
Yes.
And they bring in a new coach.
Sean Dyche.
And then there's a comment on Twitter that I was reading today. And the guys are saying, remember the boss for Nottingham Forest? Previously we were saying the only man that led to the downfall of his team. But now the comments changed. They say the only man that knows what exactly he's doing. Why? Because they hammered. Not just hammered. They did all they can. 3-0. Against who? Liverpool.
Against Liverpool.
Where? Home. In what they call what? You never walk alone.
You never walk alone.
Anfield. You come to Anfield,
never
nothing.
Walk alone. I think around the 80th minute.
Yes.
Half of the pitch was out. They were heading back home. They're walking alone, heading back.
So I want you to specifically, what happened? Or what is happening to Liverpool for specifically that game?
Actually, I saw some comments. Some guy was saying that this guy managed to nick off a trophy of Klopp's team. Remember, by the time he got here, the team was built by Klopp.
Yes.
There was no any new player. There was nothing. So the guy managed to nick off a trophy somehow of the sweats of Klopp. Now the team had built.
Now he bought his own players.
Now, Nichitabuka. I don't know what the players he bought. They are flopping, and I heard they are blaming Salah. The fans were blaming Salah that the new players can't play the way they want to play because Salah is dictating everything.
How is he dictating?
The guy is also flopping.
So should we take that Slot is termed as beginner's luck? Probably. Do you think there's any football in Slot?
For now, I think that's what we can say. Because by the time he came in, the players were already good. And the team was already assembled. They had Luis Diaz, who he let go by the way.
Exactly, and he's doing wonders. Remember, we discussed this earlier on in our episodes. Yes. Then he left that guy who never scores. Nunes.
He let go of Trent.
Yes.
And by the way, Trent was a cannon for Liverpool.
Yes.
And right now they are struggling with goals.
Yeah.
So I think Solot, any time from now, he might get sacked.
Isn't that too early?
That is.
I mean, you say now your coach has been playing, but he stayed in Man U.
He should get a chance. But after the transfer window, give him like 4 more game weeks. If there's no improvement, sack the guy. They're almost breaking a record.
Oh, Nottingham Forest, they are big. They are coming back on form.
But even United managed to not lose to Nottingham Forest. So
you're not surprised of. But
if Manchester United doesn't lose to a team, use someone who won a trophy, like who won the league, like the former champion, because they won the league last season. You shouldn't be losing to that team. If Manchester United didn't lose to that team, you shouldn't be losing to that team.
So, not 1 goal, not 2 goals, but 3 goals.
And they didn't score any.
And did you see the second goal?
Yes.
Did you see the touches? Did you see what happened? And you know very well that their guy is back. The one they tag as the best goalkeeper, the Brazilian legend, is back, and on his return, he hammered the 3 what?
He was hammered 3
all clear goals.
Yeah, very
no
clear
chance
goals.
goal. All of them tactical goals.
And Van Dijk is still saying they're just having a hard time and they need to get through it as a whole, as a team.
To you, did it look like they're having a bad time?
No, I don't know what's happening to them.
Did you see any lucky goals?
There was nothing lucky about the game.
So they were completely outbeaten.
Fair and square.
Exactly.
They were hammered.
Now, I want you to focus on, because Isak started in that game.
Yes.
And they are saying that every game that he starts, Liverpool loses.
The man is flopping.
Then, so, Isak, was it a bad signing? Was it, was it a mafia deal?
I don't know what's happening. Maybe the curses of the Newcastle fans
are
outweighing him, because those guys were really pissed when he left. They are like, we brought you in when we were struggling. Now everything is put together. We are winning, and then you want to leave because before he came to Newcastle, he was an average player. Most of the people even didn't know that Isak exists in the La Liga. And then when he came to Newcastle, the guy started scoring goals, started shining, and then they put him on the big platform. And then after people seeing him, the man decides to go. So you see their frustration there. So,
but the one question that you've not always answered, does he still need more time?
I don't think he needs more time. If you're flop, you're flop.
Because what is surprising me in this is that he was playing in the same league.
Yes.
And he was scoring goals in the same league.
In the same league.
So
scoring against the same team.
Actually, it justifies to really, does Slope have a touch to look at these world-class players?
I don't know.
Or Slope is Slope?
Because I don't know. I think he should be given like 3 more months. If there's no improvement, I think the guy needs to go. So, otherwise, they are going to end in the bottom part of the table.
Later on at Double Race, we'll look at also the Chan nominations, awards. There were some awards that happened earlier, and that brings into me to when we go to the local scene. We'll look at it at a later date. So I wanted you to talk about Mo Salah. You saw that game.
Yeah.
Up to this stage, he's still selfish.
I'm telling you, all the goals that man has scored, it has been luck. Pure luck. No art, no talent, no nothing. Just luck.
What do you mean by all the goals? Do you refer to this season or even way back?
This season. So I think last season he was good. You saw he was composed. He could cut inside and then take a shot.
Yeah, but still, it was being fed.
Yes.
That's the reason. That's why when it comes to his national team, he's literally useless.
Yes.
He just has a name.
But should they go back to the old ways of feeding him?
Or he's going to feed him?
That's the problem.
Trent is no longer there. You see what Kakez does? Maybe the other person who tries is Soboslai.
Yes.
But Soboslai cannot try as Soboslai as him. So this is the time that, remember when the likes of the comments from Onithiri, and that's a comment he gave to Harry Kane and this Haaland. If the balls don't come to you,
yes,
you as a striker, you have to join the team such that the ball can move forward.
Yes.
Those are the legendary strikers. But when you look at Salah, and you can see on the highlights on the screen, there are Liverpool fans already exiting the pitch.
Yes.
Already that is in the 8-second minutes, guys are leaving the pitch. So does it mean that Salah, it is his time now to look for the ball? The man is literally tired, or is already now age is catching up with him?
I don't know. I think he feels like a pro. Too much ego. You know what we said? You don't always have to be the one on the spotlight. If you make an assist or start off that chance, like come in the back, like you see Haaland. Haaland and Rotamid are always in the defense. Like you might think they are defenders. When you're crossing, they're the one clearing the ball. Like if you clear that ball or pass that ball forward and then you get on a counter-attack and you score, you did your job as a striker. You don't have always to be on the spotlight. You don't have to be there and wait for balls. Because for me, I'm a striker. I don't have to defend. I have to stand here and wait for the ball. But sometimes you are being squeezed all the time and the balls can't come in front as much as you want.
But even when he gets a few chances, that the balls that come to him is literally flopping.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't do what we saw yesterday when he tried to do that. How do you call the Chevalier in English?
A Trivela.
A Trivela. You saw him when he tried to do, but again, I don't know if it was by chance or by luck. He didn't do much, or maybe didn't want to push to the goal. He wanted to pass, but didn't come out very well. But away from Mossad, I know we're going to talk about him when we look at into the CHAN, the CAF awards.
Yeah.
And now, what is surprising, their goalkeeper is back.
Alisson
Becker is back. But on his return, till he get into his net, what has he been feeding on?
And to be fair, I can't blame him for any of the goals, apart from the first one, because he was trying to adjust to the far side of the goal, and then it got smacked into the near post.
But
and by the time we dived there,
Double is whatever the case is, that these guys usually do those drills.
Yeah, they do.
So that shouldn't be an excuse, especially when we are talking about Becker. This is Alisson Becker that you're referring to.
But the other two goals, it was poor marking.
So still you don't blame Becker in any way?
No, I don't blame him.
If you compare Becker with the previous goalkeeper that they have been using.
Mamadashvili.
Yes.
He has also been conceding, so...
So it's not news. Now, if you say to that, and then you go to Virgil, do you think the entire defense for Liverpool is flopping, or these guys are tired?
I don't know what's happening to them, but Virgil is getting old. So maybe the age is getting to him. I don't know what's happening, but...
So in just to wrap up from Liverpool, we are consuming a lot of time on it. Were you surprised by them being hammered 3-0 at Anfield?
Yes, I was. I would expect them to get hammered, but not 3-0 by Nottingham Forest. At least like 2-1, make it close. But
they didn't even score. Guys end up making a clean sheet. Now, Double S, I want us to move right to another surprising game. And this one caught me by surprise. That is the Newcastle.
Against City,
and Newcastle hammering City.
I also thought City would win.
Yeah, and the ball was the game was a heated game. You saw all these goals came within 6 minutes.
Yes,
and these guys scoring, these are scoring, and eventually they are scoring. And in this game, our man brought Haaland, the cyborg, the robot, etc. Blanks. I think for the chances that we saw, I think only had one clear chance.
Yeah, he had
to
only
the goal,
one,
which Nick Pope comfortably saved. So, what do you think on this game? Would you think maybe the cyborg is tired?
I don't know. I don't think he got enough balls. So we could have blamed him if he got open chances like 5, but he got only 1, so we can't blame him. I think he didn't get enough balls because there's another one, that one that Foden missed. He had to give it to Haaland before.
Yes, yeah.
And then he didn't. And then when he got the chance, he kicked the ball out. But then I don't think he got enough chances. I think there was also a header, which also Pope saved.
Yeah.
So I don't think he got enough chances. I think He's still a good striker.
So Man City is starting to have weird way of playing. They lost to Aston Villa. Now they are losing to Newcastle. They are weirdly dropping points.
After us saying they are title contenders.
Yes, and you see how the table has really changed drastically. Now Chelsea is the second place.
Yeah.
But remember previous season when Chelsea was nearly to that place, they started saying them being title contenders, and guess what happened? They started losing games.
Yeah.
So onto that team Chelsea against Burnley, you notice clearly very well that they won the game 2-0.
Yeah.
And what is surprising there is that Caicedo wasn't in that game.
Yeah.
And of course, making me blunder in my fantasy league.
Yes.
So, is Chelsea again trying to do their gambling schema?
I don't know, by the way, what happened to Caicedo. I haven't seen any comments on why he didn't play. I think maybe the coach was too overconfident that he was going to win because they were playing against Burnley. But again, João Pedro flopping.
Yes.
Should we put him on the selling list?
No.
Should Shaiman?
You can say, oh, you missed a scene there when they are showing all Liverpool fans moving out. And that was in the 88th minute. And that is, remember Anfield, where you say never walk alone. But they are letting their team walk alone. They are going against what the normal norms are.
Yeah.
So and João Pedro flopping, but Brentford and Brighton managing to hammer. Brighton managing to hammer Brentford 2-1. Fulham hammering Sunderland 1-0.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised with that game.
Also me.
Yeah.
But the goal was a late winner.
Okay.
Because Sunderland is always good in defense.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, how did they get scored? But when for anything that you're doing, the more you reach to the climax, towards the end, I don't know where the laziness comes from, but you make a lot of mistakes.
Maybe they are like Uganda Cranes. So then Wolves and Crystal Palace hammering Wolves 2-0. Are you the form at which Crystal Palace is, you think they are nearly turning to be unstoppable?
Title contenders, not really, but they are worth the Champions League position. They should go to Champions League. I think they play very well.
So later on, we are going to go into today's games that are going to happen within the EPL, and maybe you could change your prediction probably from what you did in the previous podcast. But now I wanted us to focus on the local scene, and you know very well our under 17 have been in the World Cup.
Yes,
we discussed this about last week fantasy. Okay, and we focus and then say that we were given Senegal.
Yeah.
And remember, we were all certain. Yes, you were a little bit hopeful that they would win.
Yeah.
Every time we encounter Senegal, we've been knowing that whether under 17, whether mature, we are literally losing.
And it's the only African team that managed to top their table.
Exactly. And surprisingly, Uganda, our boys, hammers Senegal 1-0.
In that match, it was obvious. The keeper had to be the man of the match.
So are you surprised?
Good saves. Yeah, I think I also wanted us to win, but I wasn't so certain. The game was tough. I actually thought at some moment, when we were still even in the first half, I thought we would lose. Because in the first half, I think our keeper had like 5 saves. Those are too much for just the first half. For just one half, 5 saves. That means our keeper is getting approached too frequently, which was scary, but we managed to hold on and we took that win. Actually, we almost conceded a penalty. But that was very weak.
Yeah, I remember when we were arguing, we were watching that game, and it was obvious there's no penalty at all.
Yes.
But for some reason, the ref someone pointed into the penalty.
The penalty stop.
Yeah.
So thanks to VAR, we managed to survive that one, and we won. And then we went to the round of 16,
yeah,
where we faced off Burkina Faso.
And surprisingly, is that why do they make Africans go against Africans?
You get it? Because even Morocco went against Mali.
Yeah.
That's so unfair.
Maybe
Like they're telling us, go back home as soon as possible. And even they did the same thing with the Asian teams.
Yeah.
Korea going against Japan. I don't know why they do these things.
Maybe it's a favor for them for, let African, move out as fast as they can.
Yeah.
Such that maybe we can now start playing the Rio League.
And then they stay in their spotlight.
So Burkina Faso and Uganda, do you think? Remember in that game, Uganda brought in a penalty specialist. Was that a mistake? Did the court get excited? And surprisingly, based on your words you told me after the game, he didn't dive in any direction the ball was going.
Yes, they were all opposed.
So
they were all opposed.
Was it the brother that made us lose?
For that much, I would say yes. Because maybe the coach, I think, trusted that guy, that kid, that he would save the penalties. But it turned out to be otherwise. I think YB would have done a better job. Because the guy, we've seen him in games.
So you think who gave him the advice that, okay, now you can try the European style. You have a normal goalkeeper and then you have a penalty specialist. And that penalty specialist coming out and doing opposite only. I don't know. Did he just want to give him play time? What was his concept? What was he thinking?
Probably yes, because I think those kids, they have, maybe there's some big person in the background who said, I want to see that kid on the field. And being that we were at a risk of getting out anyway, even if YB was in the goal, penalties are, I don't know.
Yeah, they are not unpredictable.
Yeah. There's out of luck. You could go through, you can lose. Now, he said, oh, you know what? Go in and show us what you can do.
And he showed him that I was better off being on the bench than being in an actual scene. So away from that, so the goal from Nkola was named among the best goal for the round of
16. Actually, it was the best goal.
So that was, for you, do you think it was worth a nomination?
Yes. It was a really good goal. He carved that ball into the top corner.
Yeah. So you think the Ugandans guys are getting on the international scene now, given the fact that we managed to reach the round of 16?
Yeah, and what hurt me is we couldn't pack the pass because we scored that goal in the 65th minute? What does that mean? We don't need more goals.
Oh, exactly. Defend.
Go and defend.
Maybe they are, because this is their first time to reach at such a stage. Maybe it's experience. They are less experienced on such stages.
Yeah, could be the reason. Because all of our boys, it was the first time being there in the World Cup, playing against European countries.
Yeah. So you think?
Yeah, I think that was so. But I think, we need briefing. You need to brief them. Even when the coach. You, as a person, you are the coach, you are an adult, so for you are more experienced, you've seen more games. Send them a note. Do something to tell them that we don't want more goals. Now, in the remaining 25 minutes, do what is needed. And we know how to do that here in Africa.
Simole.
Just make the ball get lost. We don't care.
Let's go to the stands. Yeah. So and that brings me to a very important point here. I know before they are coming back, FIFA was putting posters all over our heroes, our wow, let's welcome them, whatever. Do you think they needed to receive that strong welcome the way FIFA was emphasizing? Do you think they did something that can make them really be, overpraised, overwelcomed, etc.?
On one hand, yes. Because they did reach the round of 16. And someone reaching there for your debut, it's impressive. But on the other hand, I think no. Because for me, I feel like there was no team that we couldn't have managed to beat in the tournament. We were very worthy contenders. And anyway, we did go out through penalties. So, but I still think we could have done much, much better. If after scoring that goal, we packed the bus and went through to the quarterfinals. Now there, I think, regardless whether we win or we get beaten, they deserved.
They deserve. So would you be part of the people that join a express highway to really welcome them?
No, I wasn't.
You're not contented?
I wasn't contented. I felt like we would have done much more better than that.
But at least you watched all their games.
Yeah, we did watch the games. And good enough, it was in the international break.
Yeah.
So we had our time to really focus on that games and see what our boys are doing.
But you know one thing that surprised me, it wasn't that hyped so much the way these other games have always been hyped. It's just that it just found us in an international break where it really had no football at all, that big league and the likes. Do you think that's made you specifically? This is the first time you're watching those games. So do you think that could be one of the factors as to why you decided to watch those games?
I think most people don't focus on the unders because I think even most people didn't know we were playing until some of us started posting that we have gone through to the knockout stage, and then people were like, "Oh, Uganda was playing," and then now I started hearing people talking about it. But then I think in the next 5 years, if our boys, those boys, could get polished very well, we would have a really, really strong team.
So
that is capable of qualifying in the Men's Senior World Cup.
Exactly, because in our discussion, what we were saying earlier is that when you see under 17, you can notice that it is purely Africa, purely European, purely what, and we're not being racism here.
Yes, yeah.
And when those kids face off fellow kids, they hammer them seriously.
Hammering France.
Exactly.
Burkina Faso hammering Germany.
You get now. So that means that if you look at those kids in a few years from now, when they become to mature, chances are Africa we can become something. But the problem is that those kids are now what they are now. 2 years later,
it's going to change.
They won't be even in football. They would be doing other things.
Huh?
So our academies are not literally doing what they are supposed to do to make sure that these kids get whatever they want to do at an appropriate time.
We kill a lot of talent here. There's a lot of corruption for me. I want a Gamba Nogo, I want my kid to play. So regardless whether they have talent or not, when someone above says, I want my kid to play, the coach can't refuse because it's where your paycheck comes from. And
actually someone was telling me later to that is that even when you look at the under 17, that the Gamba Nogo was also working.
Yes.
So it's not that the kids were selected according to talent, no. It was all about Gamba Nogo.
A Gamba Nogo.
Yeah.
I want my kid to play over such and such. Give me money for their kid to play. So instead of playing real talent, they play someone because they are benefiting from it.
So, but at least you believe and hopeful that a few years from now we could become something as Africa, not specifically Uganda.
Yes,
we could become something. We are literally capable of winning that World Cup for the first time.
Yeah, we were. And remember, it was our first time qualifying. And by the way, Uganda has been performing well as underdogs in those tournaments. Remember in the previous AFCON, the one that we qualified?
Yeah.
We went through the knockout stage.
Yes.
But again, you saw what made us lose. We started, we want money.
Yeah.
Each player wants their 2K.
Yeah, they lost focus on the game and they ended up losing. Yeah.
And then we lost.
Yeah.
So, but I think if we polish our boys, we will, in the next 5 years, we are capable of qualifying into the next World Cup.
So, moving on to, because Uganda, the under 17 have been in the Junior World Cup. Now, moving on to the playoffs, the ones that we discussed earlier, where we had Nigeria, Congo, Cameroon, and then Gabon.
Yeah.
Playing in the playoff. And the good thing, they chose a neutral ground.
Yeah.
Not saying that, hey, this is home, this is our and the likes, and it is knockout. And we're not seeing that game. I think we began in the Nigerian game, hammering Gabon 4-1.
Yeah.
Were you shocked in that game?
By the way, I think Gabon played well in the first 90 minutes because it was 1-1. But then I think they got tired.
That's where there is Aubameyang.
Yeah.
The guy was just running in the field like he has never been a pro. I mean, that gentleman has really flopped.
And the problem with him was discipline.
Yeah.
He didn't have discipline.
Yes.
He was a good player, but without discipline.
Exactly. And I think if he was still in Arsenal now, he could be one of the best players that we are watching in the Premier League.
Because Arsenal has been struggling with strikers.
Yeah.
So Aubameyang being a good striker with some good finishing, because the man can do it by score kick. He could have been top notch in Arsenal.
So in that game, there is our man who always gives himself tasks.
Osimhen.
He scored after we literally missing a clear chance. Keeper to beat.
That guy needs a position in the coaching team.
Yeah.
Because he's commanding here, he's commanding there, he's running here, he's running there. It's as if he's the captain, but he's not, which is funny. But the man is always in everyone's face.
Yeah, yes. And then
and in that game, he managed to score actually.
Yeah, he did actually score. And I was expecting a dramatic celebration, but he was calm.
Yes.
So, and when you look at Cameroon and Congo, Cameroon has the best players literally in Africa so far.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought Cameroon would qualify. But somehow Congo was able to hold on until the stoppage time. And then from a corner, Bemba managed to score.
Where was Onana?
Poor defending. It can't be a corner and the guy scores with the foot. Where are you the defender? Before that ball drops to that level where the guy is able to score it with the foot. So that's poor defending. I think also Onana didn't expect him to score with the foot. So by the time the guy strikes the ball, he tries to dive, but it's too late.
So you literally, that means you're giving a chance to Onana to, you know, he did all he could. The defenders let him.
He wasn't half bad in that game. I think the defenders were, I think they slept. They were sloppy, and you know, it cost them. And in stoppage time, you know, it's done. With Africa, it's done. Okay. You're all going to pack the bus.
Yeah. So Nigeria and then Congo meets. Very interesting game.
I also thought Nigeria would qualify.
Very interesting game. And what you saw there is that the 90th minute ended when they were 1-1. They went on to the penalties, and then Congo managed to hammer Nigeria 4-1, 4-3.
Yes.
But surprisingly, what I saw in that game, people were throwing water bottles in the pitch.
Exactly. And Eric, Nigeria's coach, said it was voodoo.
So I want us to discuss on that point. Eric insisting voodoo in football.
Actually, he went from his stand to the other guy's stand and he wanted to fight. He's like, why are you performing voodoo on my players?
Yes.
Like, so what's happening?
And I remember him saying there was some player that was always, you know,
sprinkling water.
Yeah, so
every time someone is taking a penalty,
he sprinkles water.
So the guy wanted to fight and it's like, why are you doing voodoo?
You know, the way people said a bad workman
blames his tools.
So
because for all we've known, Nigeria is like
the lead,
top, the best,
the lead in voodoo. Yeah.
So if we see them complaining to Congo, maybe Congo is on another league.
Surprisingly, the man really was very furious about this.
Even he talked about it in the interview. That why were you fighting? Like, why were you strangling people? And he was like,
did anyone tell his players to do shoots? Because even you would see Congo, you know, when the penalties were big in the beginning of the penalties, they were all off.
Yes,
literally, keepers are getting their balls, and maybe in the third penalty, that's when things started to light up a bit.
After the guy performing voodoo.
It was very, very weird. So, do you believe that indeed there was voodoo in that game?
I think.
And then because we have had one of the interviews that among our Ugandan players here, the likes of Mutiaba, not the one for Kasuku. There's another Mutiaba footballer. Yeah. And also hinted up on something similar to that there's indeed, in football, there is voodoo.
There is voodoo. Actually, on that point, was it Masazaka? There was a defender who jumped up to hit the ball and the shirt, you know, rose from his waist. And the guy had something in his waist. The guy had something in his waist.
Did he score?
No, he was just clearing the ball.
Just clearing the ball.
But then someone noticed and took the shot. It was a video, and then he cut it out, and it's like, look at what our players here are having in their waists.
So do you, like, is really talent attached to voodoo?
I think voodoo.
I mean, if you look at the likes of Messi, the likes of Ronaldo, so do you think they also do voodoo?
I don't think voodoo has anything to do with talent.
Skill.
When you have the skill, you do. When you don't, you don't. What it does brings you down.
So your advice is that the players need to really chill voodoo.
Because even if, no matter how much you're talented, there's still some bit of luck in football.
Yeah.
You have to be in a good position where you get the ball and no one is defending you, and then you strike it perfectly. And then maybe the keeper is off balance, and then you score. You get. But again, skill is skill. I don't think voodoo has anything to add someone more power or skill, because if it did, we would all be very good players.
So what message would you give to Eric, the Nigerian coach?
I think if it's possible, he should also start doing voodoo. If we can't do voodoo, bring all the other religions and draw for your team. Bring the Muslims, bring the Christians, bring whichever you have to fight off that voodoo.
Just to take you back to our Chan games, and that is the Burkina Faso versus Uganda. There is a pastor here who prayed for the Uganda Queens.
That was the problem.
And when he prayed for them, they lost the game.
They lost.
So the question here is, do we need the Mama Fina more or that pastor?
By the way, there is some honorable who said he wants an exhibition
Yes.
for them to show him their powers. How can you heal? Can you make someone get money? Can you make someone get pregnant? I wanted to see their powers so that he can,
So the pastor coming and praying for the Ugandan Queens, it didn't say just go take us. But let me tell you something interesting. If Uganda Queens had won,
oh my Lord,
if they had won,
you would have become a prophet.
No, not a prophet, a prophet.
Hey.
Alright, so nowadays, I know time is literally moving.
Yes.
I wanted us to discuss a few things of what transpired within this game week. And during the international break at the Chan, they were Chan Awards. Okay.
Yeah.
And earlier we were discussing about Mo Salah. That man doesn't respect African nominations.
Yes.
He didn't go.
Yet he was perfectly okay.
Exactly. And surprisingly, the man that is injured was even nearly walking on a wheelchair or something like that.
Yeah.
Hakimi, our legend.
So I think maybe what has brought on Salah's downfall is his confidence. Because not coming, he knew he wasn't going to win. That was assured. Liverpool did almost nothing apart from the league trophy.
So Salah thinks that given the fact that he's praising Liverpool, when he comes to Africa, we're supposed to treat him like a president?
Probably. He thinks we're supposed to worship him.
Who's that? The football praise helps who?
His nation and his family.
Exactly. So what does he want us? We should be praising our own local players. We also have our own local players here.
And because him being there, even if you're not going to win, African nasty.
You get. So surprisingly, that the man of the prayer award went to Hakimi and not Salah. So what makes him, because, for the times that we've been monitoring him when he comes to Africa, he has bodyguards, he flies in a private jet. It creates some form of tension that you guys, I'm the guy, I play for Liverpool. I've made it in the world and the likes. So do you think that is sufficient enough to really?
Because as I said, some of us don't care about your status in your country or whatever you do or whatever you eat or whatever you own. We don't care. We are watching you play the game, and that's what we want you to do. I want you, and I want to see you on the pitch, not outside the pitch. So what matters to me is what you deliver on the pitch. So what else you do, I don't mind. Whether you use a taxi, whether you drive a Range Rover, no one cares. But him attending that ceremony shows his support for Africans.
Yeah.
You get that we also matter.
Maybe it's no longer an
shows
African.
respect. Maybe.
Last time I was telling you something is that according to the Muslim religion, and Sarah is a Muslim, but if he scores and he undresses,
you get, which is not allowed.
I don't know. Did the Muslim change?
No, probably. I think religion is fading.
A few years back, you saw him celebrating Christmas. I mean, why can't he just say, "I'm done with Muslim"?
You know, you heard me quarrel about something like that some time back. Like, even if you want to do such things, don't go on the platforms where other Muslims are going to see you.
You guys are not dresses now. See how easy football is happening.
It's a disgrace to our religion.
Exactly.
You score and take off your shirt.
Yes.
And then when fasting comes up, you are fasting, you're eating bananas.
Exactly. So, and remember, you told me about the Muslim women, the ones that were praying. I think there's a game that you watched.
Yeah.
And the Muslim women covering their heads to the maximum.
They have veils.
Putting on leggings such that their bodies doesn't show in any way.
That is a true Muslim.
So, exactly. So why does it go ahead and then undresses?
You get?
What is it trying to show?
And other people seeing you.
Exactly.
So they will be like, all Muslims do that.
So he didn't attend, and the award goes to Hakimi. Do you think Hakimi deserved it?
Yes. In all the African players, there's no one who achieved more trophies than him the previous season. And he was scoring goals, assisting, yet he's a defender.
Was Hakimi on the Ballon d'Or list?
Probably, I think he is. Because if Dembele was there, okay, now this is true. There was Dembele from PSG. And I don't think it's advisable to take more than a single player from the same team. But I think, because when you take the same player, they all have the same achievements. They took the same trophies. So I think that's very good. So I think they took Dembele instead of him.
Okay. So what is interesting in these awards? Our one and only. Our man, frontline man, Sabarwani, Senkagare, was given an award among the CAF President Outstanding Achievement. Our president.
I don't know, maybe because of the stadium.
Not only the stadium. Remember when we were playing Chan here? Okay, you need to give credit to the man. You saw what was happening in those stadiums. You yourself, you made the statement that you know Nambole as being a chaotic place.
Yes.
What did you see?
It is organized. Nowadays, it's way too organized.
You can even walk when you're on call after the game.
I was ready to look for like a stick or a stone somewhere so that as I walk, I'll be looking, scanning. Exactly. Is there anyone who wants to rob me or mug me?
Now, Nambole is under construction. I mean, the Hoima
Stadium. Actually done.
Exactly. So, don't you think it deserved this award?
And it was given a 5-star.
You get. So
I think maybe he deserves. Yes. And by the way,
and he has been supporting. Remember, he was giving also our guys 1.2 something billion.
Yes.
For every game that they win. With the fans who went there, the first lady was also in one of the games full time.
Yes. And by the our football has been improving.
Yes. So do you see that our president really deserved that award?
Yeah. I think he does. Because we're even able to host the CHAN, and we're also going to host the AFCON in 2027. Yeah, I think we deserve that award.
So if we deserve that award, and do you think this, because in the same list I'm seeing there was William Ruto, the president for Kenya, and then there's the Tanzanian president.
I think they also go to the nomination because we all hosted the CHAN, and we are all going to host.
But why would they compare them with our president? Our president is not comparable.
We are in the same community.
That is yes, we are in the same community, but our president is in the different league.
Of course.
What have those kids done for their people?
Nothing. They are in wars, Gen Z wars. Who is going to play soccer when they are wars?
Exactly.
But for us here, it is peaceful.
So that's what I'm saying. That wasn't a fair issue. But anyway, at Double Race, away from our local scene, and I wanted us to move close to the international scene, and specifically, this one I'm repeating it because I think, and you see, that's the part of one time why I always like our president. Is a true African, and is patriotic.
Yeah,
is Pan-Africanism.
Yes.
So someone stands out, okay, and says, okay, and this is one coach. You mentioned the name at a later date. Is the Italian coach, okay, and he said European qualification games are more difficult.
Yeah.
He continues and says, in 1990, between 1990 and 1994, there were 2 African teams. Now there are 9. If we look at South America, where 6 of 10 teams go directly. What is the problem with this guy and Africa?
Why he's saying that European games are more difficult, he also had made another comment in addition to that, that the only teams in Africa that know how to play football are the ones in North Africa, like Algeria, Nigeria, Ghana. So the rest of us in the bottom, South Africa, we are useless.
We are useless to him. Now, what is surprising, his comment were blessed because the cyborg hammered him seriously.
And I think he was making that comment why he wants Europe to get more sports, because for them they're struggling
to go through.
So he wants to bring his shitty football in the World Cup.
You saw shitty football. Yes.
Best of our what? Best of our talent here. He wants us to reduce our number of teams that we take, so that for him, with his shitty football, they go through.
He can shine.
They went through to the playoffs, but I don't think even they're going to make it with their shitty football. And then my next question was, who determines how many teams a continent should take?
I think isn't that the FIFA?
Yes. Europe has, is it 48? We have 54. Why are they taking 16 and we're taking 9?
Exactly.
What gives them the priority over us?
Yeah. You know, one of the days someone was telling me it comes with money. That if it is dominated by mainly Africans, there will be less sponsors.
Yeah, probably.
That's what they give us. But if it's more of the Europeans, yes, there will be more sponsors and everyone will be willing to, you know, to support the games and the likes. So, I mean, when is that going to stop? Or maybe at one moment we say we exit from the World Cup, they play their own World Cup. Minus
That's
Africa.
what I said. I said, if that's his reasoning, then they should change the name of the cup. Not to World Cup, to something like the Racist Cup.
Yes.
Or the White Cup. Or other continents other than Africa.
But there will be North Korea. Those guys are also there. So it will be, they will find a name, but not calling it the World Cup. Maybe let them start knowing that moving forward, Africa is not part of the world.
Even it's so unfair that Australia has to play playoffs.
Yet it's a single continent.
Why?
Yeah. So I don't know how
So if they lose in the what? In the playoffs, then there's no one representing their continent.
Yes.
Is that fair?
The way it has always been, nothing has ever been fair for the Africans. Nothing. It's one way or the other Africa, one way or the other these guys, one way or the other. Like everyone is always on Africa and how we are doing our things, how we are, you know, blending this or that, which sometimes doesn't make sense to us.
Yes, we know they give us money, but that doesn't give them the right to oppress us.
Exactly, but again, that's what I was telling you earlier, is that our president doesn't need to be compared to any president.
Of course,
You've heard him speaking about some similar discussion that we're speaking now. He knows himself, he knows what he can, and he knows when he's supposed to be. Anyway, but away from politics and football, England went through.
Yeah.
Portugal went through.
Yeah.
Are they title contenders?
For now, no, I doubt.
Why?
I doubt. Because the last time I thought, by the way, that Portugal would be favorites. But they got hammered by Morocco. To our shock.
Yes. So that was the previous World Cup. So this time, I don't know, have you seen how England is playing?
Yeah.
They are actually trying to do something.
Harry Kane scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
And also Rashford is back in starting 11.
Yes. It was your guy making him go down. Yes. The coach also have some issues.
Yeah.
I know we are going to discuss about the upcoming games.
He lacked confidence.
Yeah. But now he's back to the English team. Though Palma is not yet there. And that brings us to our segment of key players. We start with Cole Palma. We've waited for that guy for how many weeks?
Months.
How many months?
2.
And when everyone is excited that the guy is back. Oh my God, Palma is back. When he's at home, he hammers his feet.
You get?
When you just knock yourself when you're home and then you knock yourself. All the mind is just messing us with
to the point of getting an injury.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening to him. Maybe he doesn't want to play. He's in vacation. Because with an injury, you don't train.
Yeah.
You're there seated.
Yes. For the injury to recover. So, do you think this is person we need to forget about? The world has given him some popularity. Now he feels like he's a hero. He's everything.
Because I also thought he would be a top player for England instead of Foden. I still believe instead of playing Foden, they should play Palma on the England national team.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Tuchel was benching him.
Yeah.
And playing Foden first. But now, after a groin injury, you get another groin injury.
Yes.
And now you're getting a toe injury.
Yes.
So what are we supposed to do?
So I think maybe the world has hyped him so much. I think if he's not careful, if he don't change, I mean, he's likely to become like Raheem Sterling.
He feels like a pro now.
Yeah. So things might end up, but I mean, we are still hopeful for him, and we are wishing him quick recovery in his toe. I mean, if he recover. Okay. Then Thiago misses a penalty.
I don't know what happened to him because
making me lose 2 points.
Guess what? He took the first one and he scored it. And then when he came back the second time, he struck the ball in the same position he struck in the first one. Guess what? The keeper was wise this time. He changed.
And he went to his side.
And yes.
And by the way, he comfortably held the ball.
Because the first penalty, it was an oppo.
Yeah.
The keeper dive in the opposite direction and the ball went in the other direction. So when they came back, I think he thought the keeper would still go in the same direction. But he changed and managed to save it.
So do you think he needs to go away from the penalty role?
No,
or we need to get some lessons from Palma?
And after observing that he's the penalty taker, I think he's a must-have. Because look at Mateta, João Pedro. What do you think? Is Thiago now a must-have?
I think so, but I mean, if he's continuing making missing penalties,
because every time
making us lose points,
penalty, we lose points.
Exactly.
The same thing happened to Haaland.
Yeah.
The previous game.
Yes. So it's like, is it a trend that is suffocating us? But anyway, so Thiago, I think it's still a must-have in the team. Yes. Then on to our man that has been tagged as the best PR. They don't know why he even does play football. When they were playing with Athletic Club, he said, when he was asked in the post-match comments,
because he made 2 assists.
Yes. So they told him is that next game week, next week you're playing against Chelsea, and keep in mind Chelsea are the world champions.
Yeah.
And the boy said, today was what?
Was the big match.
Today was a big match. Next game week is what? It's just a what?
It's just a normal game.
It's just a normal game. And this boy is Yamin Ramal. You know, when he lost the Ballon d'Or, he thought he was going to win the Ballon d'Or, but he didn't. And it was also, you will say I was looking at Dembele. He was furious about him trying to show mood swings. Now, brings me back to Olise. When they asked him, what skill that you can pick from Yamin Lamar, do you know what Olise said?
No.
He said,
was it the curve?
No.
Ability to curve the ball?
No. The man was like, he's PR.
He's well marketed.
So it's complimenting them. And you know, Olise is also doing wonders in Bayern Munich.
Yes.
And he was saying that the man doesn't know how to play football, but he talks too much. So does it validate Olise's comments that he's good at PR?
I think there is one way to find out. Let them play against Chelsea, and we see whose words were true.
You see, that's the part I'm telling.
Is it the PR or the guy is actually talented?
This guy Palmer is really fake, because this is the part that we would really see.
Yes.
This is a serious game for Palmer to show that you saw the boy.
They are both left-footed.
Yes.
So it'll be like, you might be good, but there's someone above you.
So it's interesting, and I've had this very many comments from this guy trying to to despise the other players, trying to despise the clubs. But Barcelona, what has this so far won for Barcelona?
Probably nothing. I think maybe they took the league trophy.
Maybe, and on his national team they won the whatever. Was it the Euro?
Yeah.
And he was there.
Yeah.
So was he a key player in those games?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was a key player, and by then he was still way young. Yes. Also, on another note, on the key players, Pogba played his first game yesterday in Monaco.
Did the cocaine disappear from him?
Probably, though they did lose. They lost 4-1.
He played and they lost.
But he came in the second half.
So
when they were already losing.
So you think he's going to make something?
We should wait and see.
Are you willing to bring him back?
Like Manchester United?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Where is he going to play?
He was your guy.
We already have Fernandes, we have Casemiro, we have Ugarte, we have a lot of players in our rotation. So
him coming back after all that period of time and the likes, you think he cannot go back to his prime?
We have to wait and see. We give him like this season and see whether he picks up.
Okay. So double S, so do you have any other comment in regards to those key players?
I think Palmer needs to get serious because what these players should know that when they go out there to play, our teams are on the line.
Our fantasy teams?
Yes. When you mess up, we are getting ready arrows here.
I don't know if you've noticed that the when you're playing fantasy, your support for the league is improved.
That's why I said we need to get something like that here.
Exactly, because you always remember we are not so much into this fantasy. This Premier League so much until when NL brought it to us, and this game you can add a touch on all these things, and indeed it has some values.
And remember, we just went to see how it worked. We're like,
exactly, yeah,
it doesn't hurt.
Yes.
We have our phones, we have our internet.
Exactly.
Let's join and see how it works.
So I don't know why is it so hard to clone?
I don't think it is.
So why can't FIFA take it up? FIFA rather.
I don't know. I think they're still also looking for money.
To do what?
I don't know. They're still building trophies, stadiums.
Every year, university students are exited from campus.
Yes.
It could be an internship project.
By the way.
Easy peasy.
I don't think it's hard to recreate something like that.
Exactly.
Because you already have something.
Yes.
You have the mock-ups.
Yes.
Live mock-ups.
Exactly.
To see from.
Yes. So I don't know why is it so hard to, it will even give momentum for the local league support.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because with something like that here, you get to know the players. You start watching the games, you want to see how they have performed. You
even have a chance to abuse the players direct.
Yes.
If they blundering in your points.
There's a thrill you get from playing fantasy.
You get, So double S away from that. So if we look at, we still have 3 more games to come. That is include that those that are playing today. We have Leeds versus Aston Villa.
Yeah.
We also have that is coming. That game is coming at 17 East African time.
Yeah.
Then we also have Arsenal versus Spurs. That game is coming at 19:30. Diabetes, we discussed about it in the previous podcast. We're not going to discuss about it more here. And of course, the last game would be on Monday. That is tomorrow. Man U going against Everton. Again, we're not going to discuss about that. It was just for example of our fantasy colleagues there that might have missed. But I wanted us to focus on our teams, the coming game weeks. And I'll begin off with my game week. That will be game week 13.
Yeah.
And again, that is coming on 29th November. There was also an early kickoff that is 16:30.
Yeah.
We'll go into the teams after our fantasy teams. And if you're not there, my keeper, that is Pickford, is playing against Newcastle. And I'm maintaining Pickford in my goal.
Yeah.
I'm maintaining Senesi, Rodon, and then Mukwaide. You even saw what happened yesterday to Mukwaide. Even given the fact that they lost, the man had 4 points.
You get.
Now imagine if he had made a clean sheet.
That is the consistency we want.
Exactly. Then that's why I'm also being consistent with him. And like I said earlier on, I parted ways with Mo Salah. I'm an African, so people who don't believe in Africa, we don't cross. So of course I have my man Mbeumo. I'm maintaining him. Semenyo has a yellow thing on it. If that yellow thing stays there, because he had already blundered in this game week.
Not only this week, he has been like blundering for the previous 3 game weeks.
I think his prime is literally down. So if he doesn't do anything serious, I'll be dropping him off. And then we go to Caicedo. He didn't play.
Yeah.
He has one chance. Blunders, I'm taking him out. Of course, I'm still maintaining Colin. And on my striking line, I'm maintaining my Captain Fantastic. My Cyborg, that is Haaland, is playing against Leeds.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Joe Pedro, last chance this time, on a serious note.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do anything, he's playing against Arsenal.
Yes.
He needs to prove to us that he can really do some wonders.
Which is a very tough game. By
exactly. Of course, I'm maintaining my Thiago onto the bench. So I had brought in Parma, hoping that he's going to improve, or he's hoping that he's going to play. He knocked his feet. So I have a feeling I'm going to let him go until if he returns, he has to play like 3 games for me to bring him back to my team. So Parma, not that we want it that way, but that is what you've given us.
Yes.
If you think you were, a superstar, I think it's now you're flopping because of those small mistakes that you're making. So double S over to you for your week, for your game team.
In my team, I think I'm likely to put in Pickford in goal.
Likely? Why likely?
Because Dubravka is going against Brentford, but this is tight. Because also Newcastle, it's hardly unlikely that they won't score against Everton. They are very likely to score. So I'm not sure. But for my defense, I'm leaving in Timber, and then Pedro Polo and Mukili, because I want the consistency. Even if the guy concedes, he still manages to give you at least 3 or 4 points. That is good. And then I brought in Ahmad.
Okay.
Here in the international break, and I'm waiting to see how he performs on the Everton game on Monday.
Did he play wonders for his national team?
I think they had already qualified. They had already qualified because he plays for, is it Ivory Coast?
Yes, I think so.
They already qualified. And then if Semenyo doesn't get better, he's out of my team.
Flopping.
And then Caicedo, I'm giving him one last chance also. If he also is not, because the guy has no yellow, has no red, has nothing wrong with him,
but he
just didn't play.
He abused the coach, maybe.
Yeah, probably. And then I'm leaving in Saka, and then my forward Haaland as my captain against Leeds, and then I'm also leaving in Mateta. But then I'm still, debating whether to bring in Welbeck or Thiago.
Yeah,
but I'm likely to bring in Thiago.
When you talk about Welbeck, I don't know why. I think it would be a replacement for me for Joe Pedro.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because the man, is showing something.
Because also Mateta is here flopping.
Yeah.
So we need to scout for other strikers. So that's basically my team.
Okay, so that is it from Double S. So Double S, I wanted to get into the segment but before we get into the prediction mode,
yeah,
should we still focus on Paloma or we lose it for him?
Because I think for now, if you're low on cash, sell him. And first use that money for something else. And when you get the 5 substitutions that we are going to be given when these players are going for AFCON, you can bring him back. Because I think by then, which will be in December, we would have a conclusion whether to bring him back or give up on him entirely. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, then let's move into our Game Week 13 prediction. And on 29th November, we have a game that's beginning at 18. That is East African time. Yeah. And then that is Brentford versus Burnley. Your prediction?
Brentford. Brentford is going to win this game.
Brentford is winning that game.
Do you think it might be tight?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
these are all teams that have shown potential. So me, I'm going for a draw. In fact, if whatever, a goalless draw.
Yeah.
Then Man City versus Leeds.
Man City versus Leeds. City.
Even
though they lost this weekend, I think they are going to hammer with Leeds.
Then Sunderland and Bournemouth, very serious
Sunderland
game.
are yet to lose at home.
No, Sunderland is home.
Yeah, yes. And they are yet to lose at home. They have not lost a single game at home.
So chances are they might hammer Bournemouth seriously.
Or a draw.
Then Everton Newcastle, serious game.
Newcastle.
Spurs Fulham. This game, Everton Newcastle, the game is coming in at 20:30 East African time. And then Spurs Fulham is coming in at 23 East African time.
Almost midnight.
Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. There were no late game, but this time we are back to these late games. That means those guys, especially women who usually follow up, they are made this time the men will be coming close to 2 a.m. at home. Yeah. There is a game. Yes, at 23 sharp East African time.
Yeah.
Then on 30th November, we have a game starting at, this is an early kickoff for Sunday. That is at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah.
15 sharp. That is the Crystal Palace against Man U.
This game, I think Man United might lose it.
That's the same thing I'm also thinking through here.
So Palace.
Yeah. Crystal Palace is in a different era now. Yeah. Unless otherwise usually miracles happen.
Which is unlikely.
They might fear Man U.
Hey, by the way, you never know. Miracles can happen.
Yes. Then at 17:05, we have Aston Villa versus Wolves. I'm going for Aston Villa.
Oh. Wait, these games are way too close to each other.
Yes.
Have you noticed?
Yes.
Only a 2-hour gap.
Exactly.
So there's no build-up.
Yes.
From this game, you immediately go into the next one.
And the same thing applies to the Chelsea versus Arsenal game. So we have Nottingham Forest versus Brighton.
Yeah. Okay.
Brighton.
Forest has been playing well, but I'm also going with Brighton.
Yeah. Then West Ham and Liverpool.
We have no choice. West Ham.
Are you sure?
Everyone has managed to hammer Liverpool.
So why not?
West Ham?
Why not West Ham?
And besides, Spirit has been, he has brought the team back to life.
Yes, that is true. That's also already true. Then, of course, our game week, that is the Chelsea vis-a-vis Arsenal. Chelsea being home.
I'm going to give this game to Arsenal. And by the way, this is the game that if Arsenal wins this game, if he wins today,
Arsenal is playing today
in this game week.
Yeah.
If he wins in this game weeks, and I also wins against Chelsea, that would be very good for them.
You want them to get the title.
Start seeing the title.
Today they are playing against Spurs, their number one enemy.
Yeah. It's a derby.
So you think there will be anything big on that?
I think the game might be good, though there might be a lot of fouls. I think people are going to almost kill each other. Hopefully we watch a good game.
Okay. So, Double S, I just wanted us to talk a bit about our number one league and so far it performs. And as it looks like, undefeatable has really become undefeatable.
Yeah.
Much as we've done so many podcasts, so many tactics, the undefeatable is still undefeatable. Then, of course, next there is the Fifi the King. She's trying to pull on to undefeatable, but the range is still quite big. Then I follow on.
Almost 60 points.
Actually, if you look at undefeatable, has 702 points. Then Fifi the King has the 638. Then I come in with the 617. And then the unit, you come in at 614. That's a very close gap.
Yeah.
And then when you look at NL moments, again, 608. So if you look at me, you, and NL moments, we are trying to create our own league.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when you look at Kai Live FC, Die Hard for Liverpool. I don't know if he's awake now.
And by the way, if he's not careful, the Pioneers is coming.
Yeah. You can look keenly that Pioneer is closing in, because as it stands, especially this game week, and you know he has a few players that have played by if you look at Pioneer. He has 41
to go.
Exactly. And he had Verbruggen. Is the one who saved the penalty?
Verbruggen?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, when you look at Enzo, then you look at Gibbs White, and then you look at Obeck, basically his team is actually doing well. And so that's why we are saying if KFC is not serious, Pioneers is coming for him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we end with the Camps FC as being so far the last, but we have a newcomer in that league, in our league. Hopefully next game week, he will come in with 0 points. But as it stands,
and he says, by the end of the season,
he would have moved undefeatable. We told him, welcome to the team. We are going to wait for your result and we see.
Do you know the difference of 700 points?
Maybe if he does that, it will be a miracle.
Yeah.
He would deserve an award for that. So, Double S, I know the time today episode, I think, is one of the longest episode. We are literally going in 1 hour and 17 minutes into the show. I want us to, anything that you feel like you really need to, that has been burning you, could be local scene, could be international scene, could be maybe how Manu is going to play on Monday.
For now, there is nothing burning. I think, I believe we are going to hammer Everton. We always do. Even when we are at our lowest. For some reason, we always hammer West Ham and Everton. I don't know why. So I think Manchester United is going to win.
So anything for our viewers out there?
I think all I can say is it's that time of the year, so plan early. Because when those kids come back from school and people, going to the village, back and forth, it's going to be tough moving in these times.
Yes,
so
true.
Plan early, stay safe.
Don't get excited.
Yeah, because there are campaigns. Someone might be there saying, if I go to a rally or a campaign, I might get some command for Christmas.
And then you get a bullet there.
You get problems from there. And remember, those people started off from far villages.
Yes.
Now they are coming into
central.
Which is going to be tough, but all I can say is plan early. And also tune in every week. We are here. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like at all platforms at GreatMinds Pod 256. Yeah.
So it brings me to something very interesting. We are going in a festive season, and like you said, kids are coming back. Campaigns are happening. I don't know if you've ever had an experience of something like this. Festive season, people usually we get excited.
Yeah.
We are up and down. We are, we are happy.
Yeah.
Now that there are campaigns within the same period, and the early January again we are voting.
Yes.
So when you tell on people to be careful out there, let them not follow bandwagon.
Yes.
Support who you support in your quiet zone.
Yes.
You don't have to make noise here and there. No.
You don't have to go out there putting on yellow or red or blue, whatever color you're supporting.
Yes. So you see the same thing that there's a honorable that is trending. The one who is tag called Salah is told. Is the one telling you that you're one border man. You just have one vote.
Hey, you are worthy of one vote. And you're there shouting, honking everywhere you pass.
It's as if you have one thought. No, you just have one vote.
You have one vote.
So, I mean, let us be calm. Let us be calm. Politics is politics. After January, this is going to be myths.
Yes.
People who have gone through, and those politicians that are getting loan left, right, and center. After January, you're going to be yawning.
You get?
The non-sharks are going to come for you.
Yet you have to plan for the rest of the year.
So, make your family happy. Give them the best Christmas that they can have.
You get?
And you know the saying that we always say here is that happiness is for free.
Yeah.
No one pays you to be happy.
In that festive season.
Yes.
First forget about everything. First forget about politics.
Yes.
And enjoy.
Exactly. So as that is it what we had for this game week. As usual, we are always GreatMinds. We are always here to give you what our minds think.
Yeah.
Our insights. These are just our personal views.
Yes.
Don't talk to them to whatever you're going to do, whether you're doing betting and the likes. No. This is just our views.
And you are like, JW said this.
Yes.
This team is going to win.
Exactly. So our colleagues have a very blessed week. I know Champions League, we don't talk about Champions League, but Champions League is coming within the midweek. Keep an eye, look out, and more fun is coming on board. This is a very good period.
Yeah.
There's a lot of football for those guys that support football, those that are into politics. Politics is happening left, right, and center.
They're going to be into AFCON.
Exactly. The GreatMinds podcast is also there, to be part of your entertainment package throughout this season. So other than that, we want to wish you a very lovely week, a very blissful week.
Yes.
We'll catch you again next week. Chill out. Enjoy.
Peace out.